Hello guys and welcome back. So in this section we'll use some pipes that Angular provides us with. So I'm just gonna go to the components folder and in the parent folder I guess I have some other components laid out. So let's just use this component itself. Okay. So let's say I create some properties in here. Okay. So I'll start with today's date today. I'll name this and it's going to be a type of string, and let's initialize this to a new date like so. And on the date I can call in a few methods. So I'll call the toDate string method on this. Okay, so let's save this right now and just print the contents of this to the template. So I'll create an HR first and then in an H4 tag. Like so. I'll name this pipes. Okay, so first one is going to be the date pipe, and let's see without the pipe how does this gets printed onto the screen. So if I go back to the application here, I'll go to the parent. Okay, so right now it shows us that this is Saturday, February 10th, 2018. Okay, now if I pass it via the date pipe, then let's see what it's gonna print. So it printed some different value this time. Okay, February 10th, 2018. Let's check that again. This was okay, let's date without the pipe and date with the pipe. In this one we'll be using date pipe like so. Okay, so the date without the pipe is going to be Saturday, February 10th, 2018, while the date with the pipe is going to be just February 10th, 2018. So this is how you can use a pipe. Okay, I'm just gonna break this line as well. Or let's do one thing. Let's create an unordered list with a class of list group, in which we are going to have a list item with a class of list group item like so, and then we'll have multiple items in there. One of them would be this, the other one would be this. I'm just gonna copy this line here and paste it like so. Okay, okay, now it's better visible. Okay, now I'll add one more thing to the pipe, date with pipe and params. So to the date pipe you can also add in some parameters. Okay, and these are a list of parameters that you can add. You can find this on the documentation. Okay, so short, medium, long, full, long date. Let's say if I wanted this, then if I use full in that case, this is what I'm gonna get. Okay, the full date. Okay, so there are some other arguments that can be passed, like short, medium, long, full, and then you can also create custom ones. Okay, so to create custom ones, these are the formats that you'll have to use. Okay, so just have a look at this if you guys want to know more. Okay, apart from that, what you can also do is you can add multiple pipes or chain pipes together. Okay, so I can chain in another pipe here. Let's say I can use the uppercase pipe. Okay, so uppercase like so, or just upper. Well, it gives me an error saying that upper could not be found, which means that probably I'm using it the wrong way. Let's see how exactly is it used. So if I go to this one here, that is the source, then this is how it is. This is how it should be used. Okay, so I'm gonna use it that way, uppercase like so, and now it prints every character in there to uppercase. Okay, I can do the same thing for lowercase as well. So lowercase, and it's gonna print out everything in lowercase. Okay, now the sequence of pipes that you're going to use here is very important. Okay, and why is that? That's because there are some pipes that don't really accept some sorts of values. Okay, so let's say if I um, changed this to lowercase and then I transformed it via the date pipe, then let's see what's the output that we're going to get. It would still work in this case, but let's say if we convert this into uppercase and check if it works, it would still work. Okay, what about this one? Let's do one thing. Let's change the date and let's use the raw date that we get like so. Okay, in that case, I'll have to just change this to type date so that I don't get an error. And now let's see what this prints to the screen. Now we get a lot of errors, right? Okay, maybe I didn't specify any pipe here, so let's just do that. Uppercase, and it gives me an error. Okay, so it says that there is an invalid pipe in the uppercase pipe. So invalid pipe argument, the argument that we are sending here is invalid because this is of type date, while the uppercase pipe accepts a string in this case. Okay, but if I now, let's say, cut this from here and paste the uppercase pipe after it has been transformed by the date pipe. Okay, let's comment this out as of now so that we don't get any errors. And now everything runs as earlier. Okay, let's uncomment this now and see, and we are again going to get the same error, and that's for the same reason that we are passing a date to uppercase, which is something that the date but that the uppercase pipe does not really accept. So again, if we first pass it via the date pipe and then pass it to the uppercase pipe, in that case it's gonna work as expected like so. Okay, so the sequence here matters as well. Now we have already used two pipes, the JSON pipe and the async pipe in the users section. So let's go to that. Okay, now we got the list of users. If I select a particular user in here, then I'm gonna get some errors. I'm not sure why we are getting these. Let's check. Well, okay, so far from what I remember, the last time we had a look at that, we made some changes to the service so that we get errors if that was the case. So it should be in get users via REST. Let's check. We mapped the users like so. Okay, we got that in get user by ID. So, oh, get user by ID via REST was the case here. Okay, so I'll just get rid of this, and if this fails, then it's gonna retry, else it won't. Okay, so fetch complete, and I get a list of users right now. Okay, with the details of a particular user as well, right here. And if I click on the get posts by user, then it's going to get the post as well for me. Okay, now to display the posts in this section, we have used two pipes here and we have chained them together. So the pipes that we have used are in the user details template, and these are the pipes that we have used. So this is the async pipe that deals with asynchronous data. Whenever there is data that is fetched from some asynchronous source like an API or an AJAX call, then that data is simply passed to the async pipe, and the async pipe essentially uh, transforms that data that we got, okay, into synchronous format, and then we can essentially pass that to the JSON pipe, which will stringify that data so that we could print it in a pretty format like this right here. Okay, so again, if I go to, right now I don't really have the posts, that why it says null, but if I click on get posts, then you'll see that the null is replaced with the actual data as soon as we get the data from the API. Okay, so this is how you can use all the essential built-in pipes that Angular has. Now there are some other pipes that can be used, like the async pipe that we have already talked about. Then we have the JSON pipe that we have seen already, and this is again something that can be used in this format that we have already seen. And then we have two lowercase and uppercase pipe, and then we also have the title case pipe. Okay, let's just convert this to title case and see what we get in the response. So if I click on get post now, then it will convert everything into title case. Okay, notice that this wasn't the type of response that we got. We got user ID, but instead here the U of this user ID is lowercase, the title ID and body is also in lowercase, but everything is transformed into sentence case by the sentence case pipe. Okay, so these were all the pipes that Angular provides us with, and there are some other pipes that you guys can have a look into in the Angular's official documentation. In the next video, we'll create custom pipes using Angular CLI, and then we'll transform data via those pipes. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.